Wait lang, grabe. Game.
So, start stream. Okay. Welcome to Mumble Bubble Podcast. Bubble Podcast. Welcome to Mumble Bubble Podcast. We stream every Sunday at 7 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. 7 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. 7 p.m. Philippine Standard Time.
Yes, I can hear you, okay? Go.
Let's restart the intro since there's a strong feedback.
So hello everybody, and
Welcome to Mumble Bubble Podcast. We
Wait.
stream.
Give me a minute.
Welcome to Mumble Bubble Podcast. We stream every Sunday at 7 p.m.
Yeah, I got lost there. I was like thinking, what's going on? Yeah. But anyway, so welcome everyone, and welcome to Mumble Bumble. I'm your host, Clever Jean, and with me is
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Adrian Ducao. I'm doing good right now. So how you doing, bro?
yeah, just fine. Yeah. Well, to be honest, it's kind of crazy about the world. It's kind of crazy how things is going. It's really crazy.
Yeah.
Have you heard about the Trump news?
Trump news. What about it?
Yeah, President Donald Trump has been tested positive for COVID-19 just after the debate, was it? Or I'm not sure. But
Yeah,
news is saying that he's positive.
I think so. I was able to check that on Twitter. There was actually a lot of coverage regarding that. Um, I think there's also a YouTube clip that was uploaded after their debate, since it's gaining quite a lot of trend right now. Um, should we play that specific video file regarding that Trump?
Yeah, that should be okay. So to let our viewers know.
Yeah. Let's
But it was totally shocking just after days after their debate and then he just tested positive. It's just weird.
yeah. So for some of our viewers, we're actually from Philippines, so I'm going to play this clip um from CNN Philippines.
States remains the hardest hit in this
Yeah, I think
COVID-19
who
fight.
was
Its
the
own
person
President
that
Donald
he
Trump
was
and
having
First
this
Lady
debate
Melania
with?
Trump have tested positive. The shocking development comes with
Oh,
32 days
Joe
left
Biden.
until
Really?
the U.S. presidential elections.
Oh,
CNN's
so that
Karen
means
Casey joins us now
President
live
Trump
from
will run
Washington,
for another
D.C.
term, right?
Thank you so much for joining us, Karen, on the final word.
Okay.
Where are the president and the
Is
first
the
lady
video
currently
loading or
self-isolating? And who is the
what are
doctor
we
taking
looking
care
at?
of the
Okay,
couple?
here we go.
Well, Rico, the president and the first lady are in the White House residence, where they have been for the last few hours, at least since President Trump tweeted at about 1 a.m. Eastern Time, 1 a.m.
Yeah, I
Washington
also read
time,
the post
that he
that
and the first lady had
I was
both, in
shocked to
fact,
know
tested
that
positive for
President
coronavirus.
Donald
That
Trump was an
tweet, that's
obese.
how he broke the news, was followed shortly thereafter by a statement by the White House physician, who said that both of them are being monitored very vigilantly. And also being monitored vigilantly are those who have been close to the president in recent recent days. That includes the Vice President Mike Pence and his wife Karen. They said that this morning they have both tested negative for coronavirus. And also the Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, who has not only been in and around the White House and White House aides, but going up to Capitol Hill and negotiating with House Speaker Nancy Pelosi as Congress and the White House try to come to an agreement on the next round of U.S. coronavirus relief. So certainly a lot of people on edge here in Washington this morning as they try to do their own contact tracing of who they may have been in contact with within Trump circles, Rico.
Oh my gosh. So
Karen, tell us, what
it
do we
is
know
confirmed that
about
he
President
is
Trump's
positive.
health? And is he
Yeah, but
any
actually,
particular risk because of
what
his
triggers
age?
me the most here is how the people reacted. I mean, are we even allowed to curse in our live stream?
I think there's no way for us to censor that, but for the recorded video, I think we can censor it. But for the live stream,
Okay.
I think we can't. But yeah, we'll find a way.
Yeah, I think I'll try my best not to curse, but But anyways, yeah, it triggers me the most is on how people reacted to President Donald Trump being positive for COVID-19. I mean, does that make you happy? Seriously? I mean, if
Um,
of course, if that's Hitler or who else is a mass murderer who would die for a couple of days or numbered of days, that would be okay. But for President Donald Trump, are you kidding me right now?
there's
Wishing him
actually
death?
a group in the U.S. I think that is actually against Trump. Uh, the racist comments and such. I think they're just I don't know if they get the significance regarding the president contracting a disease, because that kind of issue might actually trigger some of the economic downsides of things, especially regarding politics, geopolitics, especially regarding China and the US, something like that. I think people really can't understand the significance of it. So they just Trump has actually had the coronavirus, blah blah blah.
I mean, that ain't even human to be truthful. I mean, that ain't human.
Yeah,
I mean, I understand that you're against this side and this side is against that side, but for you to say that you wish this person death, are you kidding me? I mean, it's just sides battling with each one another. I mean, like the people is taking it too personal. Seriously.
yeah. If we're going to segue a little bit, if we're going to tackle about the Black Lives Matter movement, I'm not actually siding on any race or any type of stuff, something like that, because we actually don't live in the U.S. since we're here in the Philippines, right?
Yeah.
The bad thing is, if you're going to watch the reports and some YouTube clips, they're actually destroying properties to make a point. So they're bashing
Exactly.
stores, they're bashing a store that a person built for themselves so that they can be able to make money. It's actually they're
Exactly.
destroying everything. Uh, I think they also vandalized a memorial for black people. So it's
Damn.
actually quite fucked up, right? Because if you're going to think about it, they're not actually making any point or trying to uplift um their race, because since they've destroyed, I think that would be, or I think that's World War I or World War II memorial for black people. So I think they really can't grasp the significance of the movement. So I think people are just dumb, to be honest.
Well, yeah. And the other people are like, hey, we got to take this opportunity to do this. Abusers, just abusers.
at this point they're actually just doing a riot. It's not actually
Mm,
about the movement. It's just a riot. It's just spreading anarchy and stuff. Because they're actually
yeah.
burning. They actually have this charging station beside the street, so they were able to burn it down. I think there was a YouTube clip or a video regarding that. There's a black American who is actually angry on the mobsters or the
Oh,
movement
yeah, yeah.
because they
I
actually
think I've watched it too.
yeah, because they actually destroyed the charging station which they actually use so that they can be able to charge their phone and make a living, you know.
Yeah. And this black American, if I can remember correctly, was saying, "You people, you folks ain't from here
Yeah, yeah.
or somewhere around the block."
And
So that was really an issue.
yeah, they're actually destroying properties without any justification for it,
Yeah,
vandalizing memorials and anything.
yeah,
So we're just I think they're just taking this opportunity to destroy things.
yeah. For their selfish. What do you call this? Selfish desires.
Yeah. I think due to the pandemic being stuck at home, I think people actually reach a toll and they really can't release the anger. So
Yeah.
I think there's a movie about this. What do you call this movie about killing poor people during politics and something like that every March?
Um. Yeah, I can remember that.
What's the title
It's
of it?
just at the edge of my tongue.
Oh, come on.
It's like uh,
It's Purge.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
Purge.
yeah, yeah. That's that one. Purge.
It's the movie Purge. So actually, I think that's the main point of this uh, anarchist who's doing this type of stuff in the U.S. as of this moment, because they're actually just destroying stuff, hurting people without any right justification for those actions. So yeah, I'm actually
Yeah.
thinking that we should do the intro. It's actually based from a movie. It's Good Morning Vietnam. It's actually from a movie called Good Morning Vietnam. It's actually quite good, but I think it's too far for this podcast though.
Yeah. I mean, we might consider.
Yeah,
It depends.
depends on how we can
But
rhyme it to the name,
yeah.
because it's actually a fun story. Clever John has actually named this podcast as what's the name?
Mumble Bumble. Mumble Bumble. But Mr. Duke out here just typed
uh,
Mumble Bubble.
I think there's a bad uh there's a bad consequences on doing fast reading, and I was
Yeah.
able to, instead of me reading it as Bumble, I was able to read it as Bubble.
Yeah. I mean, I was also viewing the video that you sent me and I was thinking, why is there a balloon logo on that?
Yep.
Is the balloon our logo? Totally.
Yeah.
So I didn't even notice the bubble. I only noticed it when you told me it was bubble. Or really it is bubble. What the
Instead of me using a bumblebee or a bee for the logo,
Yeah,
which is a good thing, I was able to
yeah.
use a balloon for a bubble. It's actually a fail right now. So yeah, well, we can correct that in the near future. I think we can request to rename the link for the channel. So yeah, we're good. We're
Yeah,
good.
it's totally. It's a fresh start anyways.
Yeah.
So, anyways, for our scope, I mean, we don't have any scope. We just talk,
Yeah.
talk and talk and talk.
So, for the recorded video, we're going to leave a timestamp so that you can jump to topics that you're interested in. This will be uploaded to YouTube, and we're also going to update the timestamp for Twitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
How did we get? So, anyways, should we go back to the topic or now?
Yeah,
Or
of course.
okay. Well, yeah. I mean, now that we're done with the American side, because seriously, America, what the, just what the? Okay, I'm gonna leave you Americans with that question. So going to my country, I mean going to our country, in more specifically Baguio, there was a recent issue that there was this family who had the photo shoot of their son. Yeah, I think that was a boy. And they got posted because the little boy is not wearing a mask. And the Sunstar newspaper took a picture of that and they posted it online. Now, Sunstar is receiving hateful comments from this family that they're saying it was a photo shoot. How could you see that the child is smiling if he is wearing a mask? I'm like, hey, it's still pandemic, guys. What are you doing? Having a photo shoot in one of a public area? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And and yeah, actually, this couple were sending hateful comments to Sunstar. Wait, but Sunstar never did anything wrong because you're violating the city laws. So, I mean, why are you even angry at it when you are the violators of the law? I mean, what the fudge, bro?
Yeah, it's a good point actually.
Yeah, but
Sunstar is a newspaper, right?
yeah, it's like for journalists or whatever. I actually saw one of the pictures of the child. I mean, what are you trying to say here? It's not even a good photo. No offense. I mean, no offense, but it has no meaning or whatever. I mean, I'm not even impressed. It's like, hey, I got a camera. Let's take a picture of you. That's it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but sending hateful comments in Facebook, I mean, that could really get you in trouble. Another is your child didn't wear a mask, so good luck with you, couples.
So
But anyways, yeah.
that's actually quite an issue here in the Philippines because we do know that we do have a pandemic. We actually
Mhm.
do know that there's a rules and regulation that we need to follow regarding this. There's actually quite a lot of reminders being given by the government, social
Yeah.
media, and of course the celebrities and stuff like that. But I think it's just boiling down to the point that Filipinos, most of us, are just we actually just don't give a fuck about anything.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say, but I think we should really think about this. If we're going to do anything outside the safety of our home, since there's a pandemic, I think we really should
Exactly.
follow those protocols that being put in place in order for us to avoid this pandemic. But I think we Filipinos just like to palakasan na lang ng resistensya, meaning
Mhm.
um, survival of the fittest.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, I think we just roam around doing stuff, not taking any precautions. So yeah,
So,
it's
well,
up
in
to you.
addition to this, I mean, in addition to this pandemic, I mean, other people are saying that this lockdown is causing them mental sickness or whatever. I'm like, well, if every single if every single if every single human inside the Philippines just followed the rules, then the numbers won't grow. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Seriously, what the fudge?
The only reason why doing lockdowns in Philippines is hard is that some of the jobs that we have here can't really accommodate work from home. For example, if you're
True.
a hard working laborer, you can't and you won't be able to work from home. Farmers, you really can do work from home. Um,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah. So I think there should be a protocol on where we can at least give them security. I think those are the people who is mostly vulnerable to economical downside. So I think that the government should do is to just give support to those people, those hardworking
Yeah.
laborers. Yeah. Well, to be honest, I wasn't able to receive anything from the government, so there's that.
Yeah, I mean, the Philippine government is actually complicated too, you know. I
Right.
mean, speaking of politics, okay? Speaking of politics, I'm neither whatever side you guys make, okay? I just want to clear that out. I'm not of any of your side because seriously, fuck that. I mean, sorry. But I mean, the Philippine government is really complicated in terms of what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
Seriously, what the hell is going on?
If you're going to take a look at the government, it's actually convoluted theater. Because actually, if you're going to take a look at it, it's like they're just doing it for show. They're not actually doing anything. It's just for show. But not to mention, some of them are actually doing a thing, but most
Yeah.
of them aren't. So there's that.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a dirty business when you really go into politics because if you can't be them, you're dead.
Yep.
Unless you are some god or some I don't know. I really don't know. I just keep my mouth shut about politics sometimes
Yeah.
because
I think we should keep our mouth shut because
yes,
it's actually quite dangerous to make a comment regarding the Philippine
yeah,
government, politicians, something like that.
totally.
Because if we're going to take a look at the news, the recent incident here in Manila, in Metro Manila, there's actually was that a Navy reservist that got
Oh
beheaded?
god,
Yeah,
yes. The one you
it's
sent me, yeah.
yep. It's actually in the middle of the pandemic. Everybody is doing their thing to survive, but we still have the time to kill a human being
Mhm.
for no reason. So I think they're just sending a message for it. We'll not go on to talk more about that or going
Yeah,
in depth because we
yeah,
really can't. We
yeah.
can't.
Just,
We just
just.
can't.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
I think we just need to
So,
shut up. Yep.
yep.
We just need to shut up.
Oh my god, this is hard. You know, being a journalist or something in line with journalism is hard.
Yeah.
Well, so should we go to the next topic?
Yeah. Moving on. So where are we? We're done about the Trump news.
Yeah.
We're done about the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, this is about something about my experience. And by the way, well, I just want
Uh,
to share with everyone.
give
Oh,
them
sorry.
a background. Give them background.
Yeah, because I want to start off my sharing by simply saying, never ever make a mistake when you are in a bad place. I mean, like, never do make a decision immediately, because I made the decision to accept a job offer immediately. I just said, yes, I can go there. Yes, I can go there. And then, yeah, they confirmed I got the job, etc. But the experience was way worse, going in there for the first time, and my supposed to be seniors that I didn't know didn't even took the initiative to introduce me or whatever. I was the one who gave my hand, and then, hey, I'm Clever John. I'm like, am I who's the senior here, guys? But yeah, moving on. That was okay until the work happened. I mean, it was very unstable. Seriously. That's why I wanted to share with everyone, even though that it is pandemic and you're not in the condition that you really need a job, the money to survive, because in the next month you will die of hunger. Just don't make a decision immediately. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was hell. Did you even know, like, I mean, view it as like this. You know you know this, but they're in here and they're supposed to train you because you're the trainee.
Um,
It's just fucked up.
if I may ask,
Yeah.
since we already talked about this behind closed doors in our private messages and stuff, I just want to
Yeah.
ask, they actually got you as an intern, right? Not
Yeah.
okay, not an exact employee or trainee.
Yeah, trainee or intern, I'm not even sure,
Yeah, because
because it's like this. Wait,
mm,
hold on, I'm gonna
go ahead.
stop you there for a minute, because the employer said to me that we'll hire you as a trainee first. Okay, that was okay. But for the 2 months, that was like, I mean, when it comes to when you hear it, it's like internship, right? But in the contract that I signed, it says employment. Why is it employment, trainee, or internship? So what the fuck am I? What am I?
Yeah,
So yeah, about what you were going to ask me.
because the agreement that the agreement actually showed employee, so it's actually quite confusing. And well, if you're going to base it on the contents of that agreement, it's just questionable. I'm not going
Yeah,
to put in or put out any details about that agreement, but if you ask me, it's actually quite questionable. So yeah.
I mean, of all the things that we've talked about behind closed doors, dude, my experience there was really crap,
Yeah.
in terms of professionalism, management. We're IT, we're in the future, but we're still doing web development that uses no framework PHP, vanilla PHP basically.
So that's actually the language that you're using on the company, right? The vanilla PHP, and
Yeah,
that's for the
vanilla
backend.
PHP. Yep.
Yeah. And since you're actually in the forefront of technology, um, for the front end, you're using HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and JavaScript, right? No
Yep.
frameworks.
For JavaScript, we were just using Ajax. I mean, I was using Ajax, and we were using jQuery.
Okay. Okay.
They never heard of Ajax. Why? I mean, no offense to those guys, but I hope they're not viewing this, or they should never ever view this. But seriously, I was just pissed off with the work. I'm okay. I'm okay that they don't know this, they don't know that. But when it comes to behavior, why you gotta compete with me when you literally don't know it? I mean, just be humble. You're still my senior.
Yeah.
Nothing changes. I won't stay long anyway.
I think I can provide some insight to that on the next topic that we have. But yeah, for those type of things.
Yeah, not to don't ever forget what I told you about the database on what they do with the database.
Yeah, I think
Never forget that.
I'm going to talk more in depth regarding this bad habits of for developers on the next topic. So yeah, we can
Yeah.
just talk more about the social cons.
Well,
They're not viewing
yeah.
this, bro. They're not viewing this. So
Well, the last topic that I just really want to talk about, since we're gonna talk about the bad habits of developers, was management and behavior. Basically, management and behavior, because management. I mean, like, I just want to ask. I just want to ask. I just want to ask the manager. Have you ever tried to manage an IT team? Because what happened was like, whatever works, it works. Whatever you can show me that works, it works. Regardless of the, oh wait, yeah, regardless of the standard, but as long as it works, it works. As long as it delivers, it delivers. That's the management. And then as for behavior, and like, dude, my two seniors were like, uh, were it's either very shy or just piss offs. No offense, it was like that.
yeah, it's actually quite amazing that they're doing this stuff. They do have big clients, right? They do have a lot of clients. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think I can see where they started, because I think it just started with digital marketing, and then the boss heard of IT future. IT is the future, and then he got a partner who is who is in depth with IT. So I guess that's where it started. Mm. But future is not web. I think future is no longer web development. That's my insight, okay? Because yeah, future is AI. Well, that's all I gotta say about this company. It's a whole dictionary, but nah, I'm done with it. So, mm-mm.
Yeah. I think you're actually right because the future is actually AI. There is this framework that you can use. I actually recently heard about it. There's actually this framework that was created by an AI. You can just type a request, and I think it will automatically create an HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap and JavaScript build
Damn.
of a website. So actually, AI can now program uh, a website or create a static site. So it's actually quite good. I wasn't able to get the name so that we can be able to search it and show to our viewers if there's any viewers out there that is interested on this kind of thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think you can just search it. Let me just check.
But then that's amazing. An AI that can already produce HTML, CSS, in JavaScript.
Yeah, it's actually a recent news that I've heard. I think I read an article about this last week, and I was able to watch a video about it. last week. It's actually a YouTuber who's into programming who actually posted that stuff. So
Oh, really? Is
um
that you?
no,
Oh,
it's not
okay,
me.
okay.
I can't remember the name. Well, if you're interested about it, we're going to just put that in the description of the recorded video on the YouTube. We're also going to put that on Twitch if you're interested. So yeah.
Yeah, anyways, moving on to our topic since I gotta bury this company, just bury it, let it decompose, and then yeah,
Yeah.
let it rest.
So should we talk about the bad habits for developers?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I think we should.
All right. So it's actually quite nice to have um this listed because we really need to get these words out for those developers and programmers who aren't into the fundamentals. So the first bad habit of a developer is that they don't know the fundamentals of anything. So you won't be able to succeed, much less create an innovative stuff if you really can't um understand the fundamentals. You know, the basic stuff regarding programming and development. Second one
Yeah.
is they don't actually practice. So they just
Mm-hmm.
talk. Um, yeah, so basically they're just talking but no coding. Or they learn in school, they watch YouTube videos, read some articles, but they don't actually practice. So you actually gotta practice. Yeah. I think I was able to mention this in an old video that I've uploaded in YouTube way back then. That you actually need to practice programming because writing bad code is actually a bridge or a tool for you to write a good code because you really can't write a good code without having some issues. Yeah.
Totally, totally.
Yeah. The third one is don't give up. Just don't give up. So if there's any new frameworks or any new programming languages, you just need to take a look at it, review it, and check if you can use that for future projects or not. Just don't give up pursuing the dream of innovating stuff, perhaps
Yeah.
using new stuff. Because actually, you can just say that I'm just a Java developer. There's some point in time that you actually have and need to move to web development without using any Java. So yeah, you need to adapt.
Well,
Um,
yeah, you can totally tell that to my ex-coworkers.
I think I just need to make a snippet of this video and send this to them. So
Totally. But
uh
don't include my face.
yeah, I'm going to blur it. So number 5 for the bad habits for developers and programmers is they don't have a plan. Uh well actually this is in general cuz having having a plan, for example, if you're going to create a project, you actually don't know what's going on and you just say it is what it is.
That will be the biggest bull that you ever receive.
You actually need to have a plan in order for you to succeed in some projects. You actually need to foresee the features that you need to input. So there's that. Number 6 is copying code from others. Way back in high school and college, there's a lot of copycats. They actually ask you to put your code, specifically a code, inside a flash drive, and they actually don't change a thing. So they copy your
Yeah.
code, not they actually didn't change any variable names, any function. Yeah. So actually, it's not a bad idea to copy a code, because if you're going to remember, most of developers and programmers use Stack Overflow, right?
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
actually a bible for us. But you can't just copy that code and assume that that code will work on your own code. Are you nuts?
'Cause- oh my god. I mean,
Are you fucking crazy?
it's like I mean, do these people even question themselves that is my code? I mean, is my file the same with this guy's file?
Yeah. I think the
Seriously.
misconception regarding this is that they actually memorize the code, or they actually memorize everything. So
Mhm.
they really can't write their own code. So they just need to remember those specific uh, lines of code. For us, who is actually writing code and had published uh, web apps and websites, we actually don't memorize code. We actually understand the fundamentals. Plus, you actually need to learn the syntax. Those are the things that you need to learn before you can write your own code.
Yeah,
You can jump
totally.
from one programming language to another. You can jump from one framework to another, um, by just looking to the syntaxes. You actually don't have to memorize those code. You just need to know the fundamentals, such as data structure, the basic stuff like conditional statements, loops, something like that.
Yeah.
And you need to know the syntax for that language. I think I've seen there was a project that I was involved in. I think they copied a C language function and pasted it into a PHP uh, file. I think that's from
What?
Stack Overflow. So that's
What?
actually quite crazy. Uh, yeah, it's actually a real project that I was involved into. So for the I was able to view that code and ask them, what's going on with this line of code over in this specific line. So they weren't able to answer me directly, because they said that it's actually quite complicated, blah blah blah. It's
Oh,
actually
yeah, man.
a different language, if you understand me.
Yeah. It's like talking English while you're while you're while the person you're talking to is talking Malaysian or Chinese.
Yeah.
So how the hell will they even communicate?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's actually a cringy experience. So yeah, there's that. Moving forward to the topic. Um,
Well, wait, let me stop you there again.
mm,
I wanted to add another example of this kind of BS,
oh, sure, sure.
because I myself, I really can't move on from this kind of experience.
Yeah.
Because mm-mm, mm-mm, you just don't do that to me. I mean, you, no matter who you are, you just don't do that to me. You see, I was given this module and I was coding it. We were using PDO PHP, right? And then I was about 95% completion of that module given to me.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, the idiot manager gave me another project where I can take charge of the whole. I can create my own database, my rules, it's like my game. This is my game now.
Yeah.
And I have this senior, my other senior that saying to me that he was even boasting it that he was using my SQLi. It's no longer PDO PHP. And I was like, shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I've implemented PDO PHP before I even get here, and my SQLi at the same time. So just I mean, my SQLi is my SQLi. So don't ever come to me speaking that, hey, I know how to use PDO in my SQLi. You should come to me saying that, hey, I know how to use MySQL, or the other one, the no database or no SQL,
Yeah,
MongoDB. I mean,
MongoDB.
that is acceptable for me. But if you come to me saying that you know PDO PHP and MySQLi, fuck off.
MySQLi is just an improved version, which is we've talked this um on the first dry run for this episode.
Yeah.
MySQLi is just an improved version of MySQL because back then
Yep.
MySQL is susceptible to SQL injection. That's the reason why PDO was created in the first place, and
Yeah.
then MySQL just caught up with PDO. I think 2016, 2015.
Yeah.
That's a year.
Around there.
Yeah. So yeah, MySQLi as of this moment and PDO is actually it's they're not much of a difference, but if you won't be able to if you don't implement the security that is intended to be used on those two, you're still susceptible for any SQL injection. But yeah, you just need to learn how to use those security stuff, and you're on
Mhm.
your way to the races.
Yeah. Another issue. You wanna know another issue?
Sure.
The manager had two recruits, right?
Yeah.
Two, I think they were in the process, just in the process. They were not officially hired. What kind of company would give an applicant a module to test if that applicant is already capable of working in the company? And okay, let's say that's acceptable. And then the only problem is these modules is actually the project itself. And then these applicants wrote these two modules in different language. It's not PHP.
Yeah.
The other one is written in Python. The other one is written in C sharp, or is it C plus plus? No, I think it was C plus plus. And the person who made use of the C plus plus got the most complicated algorithm correct, and he made the module work. And then the manager was like going to our CEO, CTO. I mean, what would we do? I mean, they made the module, they made it work. I mean, how would we connect that to the system? And the CTO was like, I don't know. I don't know Python. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. So it's like I was thinking that. So why would you require an applicant to write it in his or her preference language when we only use PHP? I thought you were the manager of IT.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, poor idiots. They don't know what they're going into. I think they should have also, I don't know, maybe they were desperate for the job, so that's why they did it. But nah. you
Yeah.
just got yourself killed or in a bad situation.
It's
Seriously.
actually it's actually a sad story to hear because those type of programmers and by the way, I think the other one that you've mentioned that is using C++, I think that is
Yeah.
for C sharp. Are they using a web framework? Because I think that would be a C sharp for the
Um,
ASP.NET Core. for
Yeah,
websites.
I think. And then the idiot manager, even made mention that this C developer is using Microsoft Access. It was a very, yeah, I think it is a very old language,
Yeah,
or
it's
a very
I
old
think
approach.
that would be a database for Microsoft Access.
Mm.
Well, it's not just Microsoft Access, because if you're going to use ASP.NET, because you can use MySQL for that, and any NoSQL database such as MongoDB. I
Mhm.
think it's a little bit waste for that company to give up those two developers, because actually
Exactly.
Python and C# developers are one of the most desirable people to be hired in a company, since Python can do anything in general:
Yeah.
automation, web stuff like website or web apps. You can actually create,
AI.
yeah, AI, machine learning for that. They're actually quite powerful. Uh, for the most part, C# developers mainly focus on Microsoft side of things. So basically, they can
Mm.
create apps or programs in Microsoft. They can also create website using ASP.NET Core, which is good for CPU intensive um, processes. If they're looking into that type of thing, like a lot of algorithms for the processor to compute. Um, yeah, because Node.js is actually not good for CPU intensive processes, because it will actually slow down if we're going to put those type of thing. So those two developers that was rejected by your previous company is actually quite a
Uh,
waste.
well, about acceptance or rejection, I am not sure right now, but that's offensive.
Yeah,
That's just super offensive. No, I mean, firstly, why would you give an applicant a whole module that you are already using? I mean, that you need. That's just taking advantage. I mean, come on,
yeah. I
get
think
some, be professional.
that's the main point of them giving those applicants those
Yeah,
modules, is to take
right.
advantage of that language. Maybe they know that C# is actually good for CPU intensive processes.
No,
So
they don't know anything.
okay. So
I'll
yeah,
cut you there.
it's just a waste. If I have the money and capability to hire those type of guys, I will do it. Not just for me using a specific language for any specific purposes, but they're actually quite good in general stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
because C# is actually being used in Unity, which is a game development engine. You
yeah.
can write
Okay.
games with it. You can also write applications. You can also write embedded stuff or embedded applications. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff for those developers. I think they shouldn't worry that they get rejected in that company, because there's a lot of opportunities on that
Yeah,
language.
most especially the Python.
Yep, yep,
I
yep.
want that.
uh,
Yeah,
Powerful
nice.
stuff. Okay, we do have four remaining topic regarding bad habits of a developer. Number 7 is over engineering simple problems. Yeah. We all seen it. We've all seen it. There
Mm-hmm.
was
Yeah.
actually a YouTube clip. We're going to put this on um the description. because this video is actually 28 minutes. It's actually quite long. Brian Will, the name of the YouTuber, had actually made a point that OOP, or object-oriented programming, is actually just over-engineering stuff. OOP is quite useful in some point. He made a good point regarding this. I'll be posting that in the description. Do you have any inputs regarding that, or?
Over engineering. You want me to share another experience?
Sure, sure.
You see, I mean,
Let me stop you right there. I think I was able to. I think there was a there was a code that I've seen, and that is this the correct story that you're going to tell?
I mean, what code are you talking about?
The over-engineered loop for a nav bar.
Oh wait, I did that intentionally. No. That has a story, okay? I over engineer. No, because it's like this, okay, guys. Simplicity is at best, okay? But when you hate your workmates, punish them.
Yeah.
Punish them. Because what I did with my nav bar, I put the nav items, I put the nav links, I put their CSS properties in a different array. So there was like, I think, about 3 arrays. And there was a different array for a submenu. And in order to output the nav bar items and its properties and its nav links, I used a for loop for each loop, and then a for loop. I mean, yeah, okay, I admit, I over-engineered it, but for the purpose of punishing
Yeah.
this mophos. Well, yeah, I mean, you could just do a number simply printing it. I mean, like, just print it. It's just a number.
Yeah.
But like I said, when you hate your workmates, punish them.
At least there's a purpose, not just coincidental over-engineering stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, well, there's another example for this. Anyway,
Okay.
I punished them twice, or I think I'm not even sure on how many times I punished them, because I keep on twisting algorithms, because I saw their algorithm. Okay, their algorithm is like reading a book, basically reading a book. You
Mhm.
read it from top to bottom, you get the whole thing. I mean, they made think about 30 block of code that is full of if. It was checking if this input
Wow.
is empty, if this input is, it's like, if this input has an input, then get all its input. Excuse me. That's the algorithm. That's your algorithm. That's why it's 30 blocks, or depending on the input of the form. So if the form has 3 inputs, it has about nine blocks of ifs, right, for each property.
Damn.
What I did was I put each name of the form in an array again, and then I made a for loop. I made a for loop, and inside that for loop, I made an if statement that if it is not is set. I mean, if it has no input, then set it to as empty, like, empty.
Yeah.
But if not, then get its value. It's actually quite short. When I made that algorithm, I was like, God damn. Good luck, workmates. I didn't feel good because I was like, oh, look at how far I've reached. I felt good because good luck debugging, guys.
There's
Yeah,
actually
guys.
actually quite a problem for those people who's using nested conditional statements.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a lot of nested ifs.
What's that? You're creating an AI using ifs? Dude,
Come on.
get you.
Look, you're going to kill yourself before you can even finish the AI.
Exactly.
Because actually, there's a good point in over engineering. If you actually don't know the process, because you can actually write a nested ifs, and then after you've understood the process or the algorithm, you can actually make another one, remove those nested ifs, and use
Mhm.
loops, right? You can just
Yeah.
rely to that nested ifs. Because guys, you actually need to learn code efficiency. It's not
Yes, totally.
just, yeah, it's not just the longer the code the better, which
Yep.
is not
Mhm.
true. The shorter the code the better, because you
Yeah.
can
So,
actually optimize the performance.
my ex coworkers, rub that to your face. Rub my algorithm to your face. Seriously,
They're going
if
to
you can
love it.
read it, congrats.
They're going to love it. Okay,
Yeah, I mean,
go ahead.
wait, hold on. Because the problem that I see with them is, I mean, they have an edge against me when it comes to speed coding. Yeah, they can totally code fast. But when it comes to implementation, nah, you can't beat me. Nah, I'm not boasting or what because it's what I've experienced, okay? And this senior, I hate this senior, is even saying that we it's we just put the code there. It's not yet final. But the client is already using the system. When will it be final?
Yeah,
So I was like thinking, nah, you're just covering your shame, boy. Get
yeah,
off, fuck off.
yeah. They're actually just they have this kind of imposter syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have that type of thing going on. And by the way, you can just put a code directly to production. You actually need to have a dev, a dev branch. Please use Git or GitHub, guys. Come on, seriously. It's year 2020. You actually need to use a version control, not just upload files directly to production. And you're going to mess yourself up if you're going to um, make an update for just one little code. Yeah.
Well, addition to the input, ge- using version control is actually very useful. Seriously, because when you don't use version controls, I mean, if you mess your code now, how will you ever go back? I mean, considering that you saved the file, you've exited the application, you've turned off your PC and then turned on again, and then the code or the system just broke down. You
Yeah.
can't go back now.
And that's the best part in having or using version control, that you can
Yeah.
actually see the specific file that was changed and know
Hmm.
on where the error is coming from. And
Yeah.
just test the system before you're going to put it into production. Just come on, come on. I think I should have put this as a first bad habit for developers.
I think you should.
Yeah, I think I should have. Uh,
About the testing, guys. mm, Testing via yourself inputting or completing the form that you've created. Don't you if it did work, the input did work, don't say that it works, okay?
yeah,
Don't just don't. I mean, it's
testing.
better to use automation I mean, automation testing or something like that.
Automated
Testing
testing.
tools.
It's like a unit test.
Yeah.
Yeah. You actually need to write that. Just write test. You can actually test the system or make a peer review for a pull request, but I would prefer to make a test first and then ask someone for a peer review for a pull request. Uh, you're just uploading codes that is waiting. Yeah, it's like a disaster waiting to happen. So yeah, it's up to you. If you want to destroy your life, think about the bad experiences that you have.
Have
Make
a flashback.
Yeah, have a flashback. Decide to make a change and something like that. Just use Git. Come on, it's quite useful. Yeah. So number 8 for bad habits is that some developers and programmers don't actually accept critics or criticism. Yeah, it's actually a bad habit. For a programmer to succeed and a developer to write a good code, you actually need to hear and understand the criticism of your programmers, because every programmer or developer is actually quite unique. They actually have a different way of thinking. So if a programmer can make your code even better, you actually need to listen and take a look at that code, because there's actually quite a lot of developers who won't accept this criticism. So for example, they use um, a loop incorrectly, something like that, or they have a bad algorithm. There's actually 100 lines of code, which after you've read the code, you can actually make it at least 50, and using what, while and for loops.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally. And, in addition to that, this is, of course, again, according to my experience.
yeah,
So you can never say that, no, they're correct. Because seriously, I got fucked up. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. Okay. Because it's like this. Okay. I was using my. I think it was my first week. Yeah, I think it is my first week in that. And they
yeah.
gave me the database. I was configuring my own database for my own module. They were like, no, the engine should be my exam. And I was like, and I was just thinking, okay, but I needed to use foreign keys, and by experience, foreign keys never work on my exam.
Yep.
And there, this this idiot senior of mine just said, we also use foreign keys, you know. So I checked the database of the whole system. You can't. I don't see any database or any table in this schema that uses the engine InnoDB or any engine. You just use my ISAM. So how can you use foreign keys with this engine? And yeah, not just the foreign keys. The senior also erased the property auto increment, changed every data type to varchar
Oh,
because he's a dog. He keeps following orders. They don't want to accept fucking opinions, okay?
that gotta hurt,
Hmm.
bro. That
No,
gotta
because
hurt.
it's like this. It's like this, okay? Their mindset is speed, just speed. One problem, when I think of a solution, that's it. But their solution is based on the past experiences. They never improve that. They keep on doing the same crap. They
Yeah.
never evolve. And then when I create something unique, I mean, they're like, nah, just nah. Nah, you're just weak things, fucking idiots. I mean, yeah, but I'm just
basically
speechless.
basically it's just as I've mentioned earlier, it's just a disaster waiting to happen. That they're doing what they're doing on their database, because in MySQL you actually need to adhere to the property of ACID, which is in definition it's atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. uh, Removing a foreign key on your database,
Excuse me.
it's just an awful lot of disaster that is waiting to happen. Yeah, you can argue with the performance, but is that really a better choice rather than having a reliable or robust database?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we just need to wait until their database will going to be fucked up.
Well, well, I look into their database actually, tables, etc.
Yeah.
And I just got the feeling immediately there is redundancy being practiced here, and then they call that big data. I
Big
was
data.
like, ah,
Seriously.
I'm gonna slap you with my keyboard, but I love my keyboard and I don't have any money to replace it, so just absorb.
it's
Big
it's
data.
it's actually a little bit drag, because if you're going to ask a certified SQL guy for this job, for like a system or a database administrator, oh
Yeah.
man, that guy might probably kill himself if we're going to take a look at that database.
Now he might even give back the certificates he got.
Yeah.
Oh Christ, I didn't learn enough. Here's my certificates.
Since their database is already messed up, as I've been telling you before, that I think you should make a recommendation and ask them to use one database per user.
Yeah,
And maybe if they really don't know what's going on with their database, they might agree to it. So yeah.
I don't know, bro. Just I don't know. They're wild. I mean, they don't even accept my opinions. But nonetheless, I use my own database in that another project. I used foreign keys. I used auto increments. I used date inputs. I mean, I just mix up the whole database.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can adapt to that. Because there was actually an error with one of my modules, and I was thinking, and I asked my senior, okay, I asked him, why why is there an error? It was a date data type in the database, but in my PHP insert it won't execute. And my senior just said, just change it to varchar. They're just the same.
No, it's not the same.
And I was like, okay, thank you, sir. Fuck you.
Come on, date and a varchar is a different data type.
Yeah, but
Hello.
yeah, but just
Oh
like I
god.
said, speed is everything. Speed.
Come on. I think we actually need to apply for that job again. I think I
No,
think we can troll them out.
that's what I told you before. I think you should come here and be the CTO.
I can definitely troll them out if they're doing stuff like that. It's not actually good. If since they're using a relational database, which is that specific database that you're using, since they're not fond of using foreign keys, why aren't they using NoSQL or MongoDB for that stuff?
Let me ask you a better question there, Adrian. Do they know that?
I don't know.
Do they know that?
Well, since they can't innovate.
No. No, they don't know that. Okay? They don't know that. What they know is what they know. That's it.
Yeah, I think it's just a crazy world that we live in. Yeah. It's actually the year 2020. Why are you still using my ISAM or my ISAM?
That's all they know.
That's all they know. Okay.
And
That's
then they're gonna talk about InnoDB just months. I mean, just after a month. Since I told them about InnoDB, they're gonna say, InnoDB, yes, that's for the foreign kid. And I was like, piss offs. And then I just wear my earphones. I just want to show that you're just piss offs, okay?
yeah. That's the main reason why the ninth topic for bad habit is they don't accept new technologies. Yep. Yep. So yeah. Yep. That's it. We really don't have to elaborate regarding that. That's it.
Mhm.
They don't accept new technologies. Yeah.
But I think you guys already can see it, okay? You can already
Yeah.
see it.
You can see it. You can see the whole picture for it. So we
Yeah,
really don't have to elaborate that.
yeah,
Last topic for that is developers are not involved in coding communities. So joining Discord or just having a account in Stack Overflow and having a discussion regarding any code is actually quite good because most developers are into different languages or into different way of thinking. So you actually need to have a different or unique friends to take a look at the code, right?
yeah.
Because
Well,
it,
just don't be, well, sorry,
mm,
but just don't be a sheep or a dog, okay?
yeah, just be true to yourself that you don't know that specific topic. For example, you really can't create an algorithm. So is it just me pretending to create an algorithm that I'm not familiar with, or should I just consult a person that I know who can write a better code? So which one is which, right? I would prefer the latter one, but most of the time developers choose the first one, which they assume that they know what they're doing, but they're not. So fuck off.
Seriously, guys, doesn't it doesn't mean that no, this is actually a life lesson already. If the don't follow immediately a person who is better than you, and don't look down on the person that has a lower position than you. Seriously, just don't. If the lower position is much better than you, accept it.
Yeah,
Oh wait, no, I can't say that word. Accept it, and then I don't know, just learn from him also. It's just learn.
yeah.
Seriously.
Because
Most especially
go ahead.
wait, most especially to this senior that I worked with. I'm better than you, okay? I just want to clear that out. I'm better than you, okay? You guys don't even know the X diag or how to view the properties of a computer. Please, so please, what the upper says doesn't mean it should be followed immediately. Seriously, okay? Life lesson, please. Thank you.
And what we need to consider is that technology actually changes month by month. You can't just rely to your knowledge regarding certain technology. Well, you can rely to fundamentals, but you can just rely to the knowledge that you have on a specific language or technologies.
Yeah.
You really need to adapt. You really need to take a look at the new technologies. Yeah, because there's a lot of frameworks that is coming out. There's a lot of libraries. There's a lot of ways to code.
Mhm.
Actually, the old ways of functional programming is coming back. It's not just object oriented anymore. So yeah, there's a lot of changes on this kind of industry. There's a lot of changes in this technology. So we really need to just not rely to the knowledge that we have. We really need to learn from the person
Yeah.
who wants to read stuff. We really need to
Yeah.
learn new technologies to the person who is a little bit much younger than us.
Totally.
You can say that you have a specific experience regarding things, but remember this, that um, a younger mind can actually understand a better way of coding, because as of this moment, I think I really can just write a code immediately while sitting and using the knowledge that I have back then. I I really need to take a look at the syntaxes and the changes for that code. Because I was able to write a Python code in Python 2, but my compiler is actually Python 3. So yeah, you really can't compile that shit onto the new one. So there's just a simple example that you can learn from it. Yeah. So I think there's that. We're actually done.
Damn. Just damn.
Yeah. There's actually a little or there's actually a bigger or broader topic to this, but I think this is just the important things that we need to talk about regarding those bad habits for developers.
Yeah. But uh uh
What the
nah,
fuck?
let's can we just move on to the next topic?
Yeah, we actually need to move on to the next topic. So let's talk about the most awaited topic for tonight. Fire away, my
No, wait,
friend.
wait. It's the most spectacular, most amazing, and most. No, no, no. We're not ending with yet. It's the most spectacular, most amazing, and the world renowned company. This is Sakaruan.
Sucker one.
Sak-
Sucker
oh
one.
shit. Hopefully
Sucker one.
none of my workmates will ever view this because oh yeah, but to my workmates you already know what I've been through. For
Yeah.
some. Well actually a quick introduction about the company.
Sure,
And
sure.
if SecurOne is a cybersecurity company, a rocket science company, an electric vehicle company, um, an antivirus company, cybersecurity company. Oh wait, I already mentioned that. But we also do space explorations. We have biopharma projects, and yes, a whole lot more. If
God
ever you are
damn.
interested, oh wait, which is being led by a world-renowned leader, uh, an absolute shit. I mean, an absolute person, a U.S. trained leader, led by. Should I say his name?
Sure. You can. You can.
Nah, I don't want
We're,
to.
we're we're not actually a censored podcast, so yeah, you can. You can.
He might hear us. He hears us. No, I mean,
Come on.
because this person is the most VIP of all the world because he knows Mr. Gates. He knows who's that? Herjavec, Robert Herjavec.
Yeah.
I mentioned Bill Gates. He knows President Donald Trump. He knows President Duterte. He knows Sarah Duterte. He knows who's the owner of Jeff Bezos. He knows Jeff Bezos. He knows Elon Musk. And yeah, I think that's about them. Or did I miss anyone?
Nah. I think what you've missed is the Israeli government, the Palestinians, the Chinese, the
Russians.
Russians. So that's 11. Yeah.
But with all the craziness that happened to the Americans out there, what? What? Just what?
Just what?
All I can ask is what? But if ever you are interested to work for this company, hey, just message us, you know? We're always open and hiring. We have we have a lot of opportunities for you guys. This is for the world, you know? We're working hard for the world. Well, okay, let's talk serious. That's why we're laughing right now is the CEO speaks like rocket science, or I don't know where it's coming from. It's like he's the alien. You got me? You feel me? I mean, like, he's talking some crazy ass shit.
Yeah.
And I hope you get that already because I don't want to expand that more. But yeah, so far about the work, going to the work, I mean, it was very stressful, you know? This motherfucking startup just shoot me an email saying, "Are you still interested to participate in the cybersecurity startup?" I mean, I was like, "Yeah, because it's cybersecurity. Hey, that's my passion. I like that shit." But I didn't even know that my responsibility was to be an HR,
Yeah.
a document boy, an executive assistant, a recruiter, uh, product dev analyst. Was it the one who talks
Yeah.
to partners?
As a product dev.
I never knew that. Hell, I didn't even progress in the cybersecurity except my personal trainings. But it's crazy shit, you know. I mean, like the boss just wants to focus in his own perspective. He never knows that there are two sides of the coin,
Yeah.
which I did because I did brought a lot of teams already. About four. I brought four, but in total we had five because the other teams just vanished. I don't know. Maybe Thanos snapped his finger, or maybe they just fingered their asses and they disappeared. But yeah, team after team disappeared. The team right now is kind of shit, but they're taking leadership on their own hands. But so I don't know. Right now it's just shit, you know. I mean, the CEO recently announced that we're moving to G Suite, and I was like, wait, are we losing money right now from
I think.
Microsoft? From 365 we're gonna move to G Suite, all of us. And I was like, why do I feel like we're losing money? But yeah, I did a little research on the pricing. But as far as I have seen, yeah, 30365 cost a little bit, but in terms of features, G Suite is really good. And I was thinking, so why did you choose Microsoft? Yeah, it's going into this company, here I learned that it's a crazy world.
Yep. It's
Showing the members that there is a real time world map, which you can see the real time events of hacking,
I
of
think
attacks.
I can search for that link. Do you have that link?
No, no, yeah. I mean, dude, Like, dude, yeah, I'm just gonna give a more detailed story. This company is going rocket science. We're out of the world. The boss is already out of the world because of I don't know, smoking, doing
Mushrooms,
mushrooms,
yeah.
or
That's a
smoking
shroom.
weeds.
It's a shroom.
I'm like, seriously, to anyone watching this, can you please confirm? Wait, what is the most wild? I mean, no, to all the viewers or to the future viewers out there, can you please confirm to us? Have you ever heard of Sector One?
It's a good
Have you
question.
ever heard of that company that is a cybersecurity company and is connected with countries? Yeah, hopefully we do get a viewer that is politically engaged in America. Hopefully. Hmm, it's crazy world. Anyways, you have the link?
I wasn't able to find the specific link. I do have one map, but it's not animated, so let me try to search more.
Well, about this map, because this person actually showed us as a team, because Adrian here was a past member of that crap, and he presented us a real time world map of these events, of these hacks happening around the globe, and I just thought, so who detects these attacks? I mean, who makes this crap? So the one who made the web app is what they call it, is notified that these attacks is occurring. So the hell is the so the hell? I mean, it's like child's play. The one you see in movies, actually, just like that shit.
Yeah. Let me pull this up on the window.
Yeah.
Perhaps we can be able to show this. Can you? Yep. We're able to see it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh God, memories.
It's like this.
Yeah. So you see now, guys, would you be, no matter what your background is, would you say that this is true? Because I would say it's crap.
Well, it's actually true, but these infos is actually from a database of past events. So it's not actually a real time. It may be a real time, but it's not actually a specific real time event of hacking stuff. And you really can't just monitor a worldwide specific attacks because, as I've mentioned to Clever back then, that the world doesn't revolve with
No, it's like, no, I mean, yeah, we did our job as employees, and I did my job as an employee because I was hired to do leadership shit to my team, which I did. I forward him everything, the people he needs to talk to open this and that office. But whenever negativity strikes to him, he's like, "No, it's your fault. It's your fault. Not mine. Not mine. No, just wait. Just wait. We'll get the funding this month, this week, next week, this day, next day, next month." And I was like, "So you're perfect?"
yeah.
And he even told me that I need to finish a course on business ethics or business etiquettes, and I was like, "What? What? I've, I'm forwarding you concerns in the best way possible so you can address them, but you address them with your anger, and you
Yeah.
want us to stay humble. Look who's not staying humble." No, I'm just lost with this company anymore because I've been in this company for a very long time, even though a lot of my people saying get the fuck out of there. I won't. I won't. I won't.
Been telling you that shit. I think I've been telling you this shit. It's like we are actually an alarm clock. Actually, month by month. Just
Well,
GTFO, bro. GTFO.
well, I just can't, because as a leader, you can't live when you have members, and which is right now I have members. So, but these members, I don't know with them if they have a brain or what, or are they this desperate for the job? That's why they're still staying here. Seriously, but nah, it's been a
Maybe
long.
that's the reason why that they're also not quitting because they actually need job that was offered to them.
Yeah, because seriously speaking, the training is totally good. It's totally good crap, for this training because some of the courses the CEO is already buying it, but that doesn't mean, and they already have pay. I mean, they're already being paid, but I mean the pay is even for a slave. It's like modern day slavery to be exact. But that doesn't mean that you can just get mad when you want to, and you can just blame your people that it's their fault when it's your fault. At the start of me joining, and at the start of my first members leaving, I never failed to report to the CEO that, hey, this guy left because this and that. But my God, my God, the CEO keeps blaming me for my failures that these guys keep on leaving. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Can you remember the business administration girl who is named I'm not going to provide a name, but there
Yeah.
was this BSBA gal that
Hmm.
the company had. The actual meeting is good. I have nothing to say about that meeting that we have, right? So she's actually taking notes. I think she actually understood what's going on, but she just snapped out, something like that.
Yeah, she disappeared.
Yeah, she
No
disappeared.
trace. That's what actually happened with the first team. I mean, there were two teams in two separate locations. There was my team in one location, and the other was in a very far location. I think it was Team Manila, and my team was Team Baguio. Team Manila disappeared after, I think it was after a month. They disappeared already. I had no more communication with their team lead. And did you know that I keep on asking sir
Hmm.
that where is this team? Where is the team lead? And he's like, and at the end he just said, I'm not I'm not also sure what happened to them. And I was like, I thought they were busy with their studies.
What the fuck?
Don't you dare lie to me, boy. Yeah, because it's like this. There was also a BA that we hired. Okay, we hired, but she left because it's Sir Jeff's fault. Seriously, it's his fault.
Yeah.
With a low pay, you don't have any more right to put pressure on that person. Most especially with a low commitment. Don't you dare.
Yeah.
Which he did. Which he did the opposite. Of course, that's our CEO, the best CEO. And then the reason I forwarded him this issue, and do you know what he said?
What?
I don't know. Maybe they're competing. maybe they're competing with the men here in America. And I was like, the fuck? They came here for work, not for competition there in the US.
Yeah.
Shut up. And and I was and he even told me that that won't do in the US. And I was like, how would it not do in the US when we did it in the most humble, sincere, kindest way at first, but you just freaked out. You just got mad out of nowhere when we did it in a calm way, in a professional way.
Yeah.
So, what would not work in the US exactly? And he keeps saying that he considers himself as a native of this land, as a native of this particular place, self-proclaiming son of a bitch.
Nah, I don't believe him.
The way he acts, the way he talks, no, you're you're simply an American. No, just no. Well, no offense to the Americans who is humble, kind, or whatever. Okay, what I'm just saying is when he came here and I met him, I don't see the Filipino side of him. I just see him as an American. Okay, I mean just a foreigner. Like it's like he already forgotten what it means or what is the value of Filipinos. Okay, I'm not putting hate to Americans, even though I say Americans. Yeah, but you get the point. Okay, seriously, what the fuck?
He's actually because I'm also a part-time ethical hacker back then. I think for 1-2 months
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that particular company, to say the least. Um, yeah, yeah. I really can't tell because based from the post that is putting out on the group chat or the team for the
mm-hmm,
team, it's
mm-hmm.
actually quite crazy because he's talking a lot of stuff that is actually unrelated to the specific venture that he's talking about, which is cybersecurity reimagined.
Nah,
Yeah.
because he was like even saying that this company is worth billions and it was worth more. I mean, better. And right now he's saying that we're even greater than Accenture. Right now, right now, right
Nah.
now, we don't have even a single building. You cocksucker.
I think he shouldn't really use this company is greater because or this specific company has a lot of money because I
Mm,
think he's actually talking specifically on the whole industry, which is actually at least $1 billion industry, but he's not actually the industry. He's just a lowly business guy for this
yeah,
industry. I think he really should think first before he going to say anything, because he actually
definitely.
doesn't make sense in the most part. Um, yeah, I think he's not making any sense.
Yeah, he even made mention of the um, American army that is following him when he went here in the Philippines and doing psyops. And I was like, who's doing the psyops? You or these Americans? And he even made mention, okay, because we visited the land with the realtors, with the land people. You know, the one you fuck. Oh wait, that's Pornhub. I mean, uh, with the realtors, we visited the land, and then there was another client after us, and he said, "Oh shit, the Dilawan is following me," and I mean, I was like, what? What? Because of their cars and they have no plate numbers? They're dilawan already? Nah, I don't think so. Because I asked the realtors, who are they? And they were like, oh, oh wait, I can, oh, they're just politicians looking for land. And I was like, they're not allowance, you fucking cocksucker.
Yeah. I think I'm not shitting to anyone who has mental illness or is depressed or had a schizophrenia, but I think Sir has actually schizophrenia because you really can just make stuff or mix the um, dream-like stuff that is going on in your head and the reality of it.
Yeah,
Because I think you were able to provide an insight for him that shit's not doing well with the company, right? I
yep,
think,
every time.
and he actually backfired on
Yep,
that statements. So I think he really
blaming
can't.
that it's our fault.
Yeah, I think he really can't separate the reality to the dreamlike stuff that he had going on in his head. So I think, yeah, Sir had mental illness, either schizophrenia or um, what do you call this? It's not actually bipolar because you can still um, separate the reality to the dream that you have. Uh,
Well, what do you call this? I mean, he's crazy.
yeah.
He needs to be put down. Not like put down. I mean, he
He
needs,
needs help.
yes,
Yeah. Stop it.
yes.
Get some help.
Because wait, I forgot what will I say right now? Well, the way he really responded and backfired was really insulting already, to the point that he will say that now you're just gonna go back to Manila and work as a customer service. What? I was like, what, dude? I had two opportunities already that isn't CSR,
Yeah.
but I rejected all of it for this company, and then you'll say that, and then he'll even say that finish a course in business ethics, and then he's showing. I mean, saying that was a bit okay, but including his certificates, his many certificates that he already finished. I mean, like, what are you trying to say? That because of these certificates, you're more educated than me? No, you're educated to the brain, but educated to management, you're shit. You're just an employee. To be honest, with that in certificates, nah, I think you're just good to be just an employee.
Yeah. I think he really shouldn't shit on BPO industry because BPO industry as of this moment was actually a backbone of Philippine economy because as of this moment everyone is actually unemployed. However, BPO industry has its business running as of this moment. Most businesses
Yeah.
closed after the pandemic hit Manila, but as of this moment BPO is actually still growing. So I think he really shouldn't shit BPO too, since BPO is actually making money and he isn't.
Yeah, he's even saying that I'm making zero here. Oh look, who has a very large Macintosh. I think that was an
Yeah,
even an all-in-one PC. I mean,
bullshit.
dude, who has a desk that lifts? I mean, do you know that
Ah,
automatic
yeah,
adjustable desk?
the standing desk.
Yeah, and who has these many routers, many switches, many toys? dude, shut up. Just shut up. You're not making zero. You're making a ton. You're just too. What is the English of kuripot?
Um, I'm not too sure about that. Let's
Well,
search it.
let's. I mean, you wanted to do business, but you don't want to, you know, release money. Oh, stingy? Really? Miserly?
No,
Un
we can search for a different term.
yeah, miserly. Kuripot, maramot. Yeah, that's totally him. I mean, hey, I want to do business, but at first, you don't have any salary, okay? Just do these papers and that papers for me. And then after 3 months, hey, I already have this paper, the one you've been asking for almost a year now. But your pay is only 350 per week, 350 pesos per week. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's not actually he's not actually meeting the minimum wage here in the Philippines to say.
Yep.
He's been doing outsourcing, um, for ITs, engineers and stuff. He's
Mhm.
doing outsourcing for BSBAs and such. You're actually being outsourced to do a lot of work, but you're not being paid by him actually.
Yeah,
Um, just
yeah.
need to confirm if he's actually a real company. You actually need to have that confirmed.
Well, I don't know, bro. I talked to his former partner, or what they call this person, and he
Mm.
said that the company is legit, but the CEO tried. I think this is about his fourth time trying to push this startup.
Oh, okay.
But dude, yeah, I mean, 350 pesos in USD is $7.22. Imagine that you're 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 gaining 7.22 USD to do recruitment, paperwork, communication with partners, and then whenever you say that something is wrong or you want to improve on something, he'll just say, "Nah, no, 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 no." Just hang on, guys. We're near our investment. We're the partners is all ready to give their money. And I don't know, he's crazy.
Yeah. He's not actually thrifty or frugal. I think based from the facts that I've seen and based from the stories that you've shared to me, I think he actually doesn't have any money. He's just not a thrifty or frugal person. He doesn't have any money to run the company. He's
Yeah.
been talking a lot of or sharing a lot of partners and investors, but I think you're not even having those um investor money, to say at least in the first place. I think he doesn't have one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5,000 projects up your ass.
Remember the time that he posted a link to a site that is actually is it an investment bank for startups? Yeah. So
Crowdfunding,
was
I
that a
think.
crowdfunding fund?
Yeah, I think that, well, that's all I can remember. Crowdfunding.
Okay. So I think that's the evidence that you want to see, because he's actually talking big on investors, investor money, and 5,000 project up his ass. But as of this moment, he's actually concerned regarding crowdfunding. So, I think. We really should think about this.
Well, do you know that he's a fucking. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna calm myself for a little bit, okay? Well, it's like this, okay? He gets mad at the whole team whenever we lose a team, whenever we fail to do a task, or well, we fail to do a task because we don't know what the fuck is he saying, and we kept asking him, but he replies indirectly, or I don't know if he's even trying to answer the question, and he's blaming us for not recruiting a BA or EA, BA, business admin, or an executive assistant. But there was one time where he got mad at us that the bank sent back the credit or the check that he wanted to send here.
Oh yeah.
And the reason was there was no BA or EA because the main reason why the bank returned the check was he didn't fill up the papers. I mean, and I checked the papers, it was personal papers. It's it should be the one sending that should fill up these papers, not a BA or EA. Are
Yeah.
you finding a nanny?
I think he is.
Why? You need someone to feed you? Huh? You want someone to wash you, little boy?
Is
You're a large person, boy.
I think
Okay,
there's
okay.
actually a problem because yeah, I've already mentioned that I think there he had this mental illness and he should
Mhm.
get some help because if you're going to base on that, yeah, you actually need to fill out some paperwork in order for you to send that, but it's just it's like a college student can do that. It's not
No, not just a college.
a high school student or maybe elementary student can fill out those.
Elementary.
Yeah, maybe elementary student can fill out those paperwork because you just need to provide your name, the if there's any
Yeah,
tin ID or SSID that is being
yeah,
asked.
yeah.
Yeah, you just need to fill out the address, the amount that you're going to send, the domination of that currency. If you're using a check, you can
Yeah.
just put out the specific amount that is written on the check, something like that. So it's not that
Well,
hard.
there was I remember that fucking time, man. I mean, he sent a video and then he needed it. I mean, like he was saying, "Hey, I need the details of this fund." I mean, because it was California, it
Yeah,
was the city government of California or state government that they're giving investments or something like low interest loans to startup companies or yeah, fresh companies
yeah,
or just companies that they could have this grant. I mean, yeah, it's a very generous grant. And Sir Jeff was and this person was like, I need to have this document so I can get this grant. And I was like, watch the fucking video and you'll get this grant.
yeah,
Because when I watch the video, I get it. I mean, like, I get it. Okay, that's okay. That's what I need. I just need this. That's it. And he was like, I need this grant. I need the requirements. Dude, watch the fucking video. Why do you need it documented?
yeah. I think there's something wrong with him.
Nah, he
Um,
just he cries every time whenever he does document works. Fucking cry baby.
yeah, there's something wrong with him. I think everyone should be able to see that, but
Mm-hmm.
since he's talking big, and since most of the employees of Sector One is actually needing to have a job, so yeah, we'll give him a benefit of the doubt. But it's been far too long, brother. Um, it's up to you, but Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry. Don't worry, Adrian. I got this. I got this. Not because my plan is, okay, make him lead, make him dictate whatever, but to my members out there who is trying to overtake or trying to make the decision on their own, it's your choice, not mine. Because like I said, I'm already stepping down in terms of initiative and taking a lead and inspiring every single one. I'm stepping down. My heart is no longer with this company. Sad to say,
Yeah.
but if Sir Jeff gets mad again and members will quit, okay, so quit. I will no longer stop you. I'll just say, okay, see you. Because seriously, this is no longer my call, not my shot anymore. Yeah,
And
but
can you remember that time that you're trying to make a sense out of the conversation that you have with Sir? I think there was an issue that you're trying to discuss with him, but he's just acting childish. Uh,
which when was that?
I think last month or this month, or no, last month.
Last month. Hmm. What was the issue again?
Um, I really can't remember because there's a lot of issue.
Well, if I can remember, the past issues that I discussed with him was there was no workflow, there was no SOP, um, members left, we had no BAEA. Yeah, mostly on the SOP because we don't follow any.
Yeah. What about
And
the funding or the salary? I think that's the discussion, if I remember correctly. And he's just acting childish. He's just making some reasons, random statements. I think.
well, it's like this. Whenever you whenever you talk to him about money, he always says we're a startup. Money will come. Investors are there. I made communication with is that
Jeff Bezos.
Bezos. I may Robert Herjavec will just fire. I mean we're near funding. And then this is another scenario. Whenever we reason out that power interruption and internet connection interruption or something like that, we'll contact Starlink. We'll have Starlink stationed there. We'll contact Elon Musk for devices, hardware, or because some of us really don't have the abundance or the fortunate, to have the hardware, best hardware.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll contact Dell. We'll we'll ask Lenovo.
He's actually talking about HP too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Huawei. Seriously, among those lists, which among of those have you ever granted? None.
None.
Only the issue that is about the pay and the offer letter. That's it. Even the offer letter is not amazing,
Yeah.
Yeah, wait. Can you hold for a minute? I need to
Sure.
use the restroom.
For sure.
God. I don't know. Just entertain the guest. Maybe dance.
Let's play the music. Cue the music, my friend. Kick it off. Welcome to Mumble Bubble Podcast. We stream every Sunday at 7 p.m. Philippine Standard Time.
Yellow.
Welcome to
So,
Mumble.
yes. Well, I think we should really end the topic about this company because it's a piece of crap. It's a sin to our world. Hope, please bless us all.
Yeah, I think we should end that discussion because you really
Yeah.
can't. Yeah.
Well, I think I have a last thing to say about this company.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
With all the shit that I've been through and with all the shit that I've ate, yes, I ate shit while I was inside this company.
Okay.
That that shit wasn't good, okay? It was a bad shit. My time, my effort, and my experience here was shit. Right now, it's not a game of patience already. It's a game of how can you show it with all the Robert Herge effect in your mouth. Of course. Yeah. I think that's enough of this company.
Yeah. I also have an input before we skip up to the next topic.
Yeah.
He's actually managing the business as a whole, right?
Yeah.
He's the business side, and he has guys like you running the company for regarding development and such, for training and such. I think he should just focus on the business side, leave the development and programming with the guys like you, so that you can be able to start a production and yeah, publish some products or services, something like that. You shouldn't really be the one doing the website. I've seen the website. It's not good. It's not good. I've been telling you that. It's not good. Yeah. So there's that. There's that. Let's end the topic right there.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Cybersecurity. What's the news for the cyber world? As of this moment, we've actually joined CEH, or Cyber Ethical Hacking demo class last Saturday. So, can you tell more
Right.
about that?
It's not a demo class.
It's
It's a
an
demo class advertising their offer.
yeah,
They're just not specific.
yeah, I think
Why
so.
are you not specific? Although it was a good class. I mean, I give them that because to have the VMs or to have the VMs installed already in the I don't know web, is that their application?
Yeah,
It's already amazing to have that kind of feature with your plan. I give them that totally, but I really don't know, man.
they actually have a good tools because they have an iLab which you can follow the instruction and do pen testing.
Yeah.
But after I've asked them directly on the chat if they have a CTF, because you can learn pen testing or ethical hacking with a CTF, or capture the flag type of scenario. But I think they don't have that type of an exercise. So yeah. Um, the course is quite amazing, but the price is high. You really won't be able to afford that if you're looking to it without considering the price. So,
Yeah.
for US, I think it's $1,500. It's it's almost 72,600 something in Filipino peso. So yeah, I can
Uh,
only imagine, and you know.
And they keep mentioning on tools, so I was like, so tools? Tools. They never mention about any other. All I hear was tools. So it's like, so why don't I just Google search
I think
or
what they're
search?
talking about tools is the tools from Parrot OS, the open source ones.
Yeah, but you can learn them already in the Parrot website. I mean, they already offer the list, the documentation.
Yeah. But were they able to provide a specific tool that we can use, perhaps in those scenario? I think they
Oh,
just showed a passive demo.
yeah, I think, yeah,
Yeah, just a
I
passive
guess.
way of gathering information regarding stuff. I think they weren't able to provide any specific tools since it is a demo. So
Yeah,
it's actually quite understandable. So yeah.
it's like a quick intro on what they offer at.
Yeah, it's actually just an introduction, more to say, as you've mentioned earlier, it's just an advert for them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man, but I really expected that it would be a demo of an ethical hacker that would demo hacking.
yeah, I thought so. I thought so.
That's why I was so excited to participate in it. But uh, when I saw it, oh, you fucking cocksuckers! Why?
I think October is actually a National Cybersecurity Awareness Month, so it's actually quite good. There's actually a hacker fest um, orchestrated and provided by none other Hackerfest. I think I can show this on the window. Just a second here. Hackerfest 2020. Is this the correct site? Let me check for the Hackerfest.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah. Is it DigitalOcean? So since it's a National Cybersecurity Awareness Month, there's a lot of Hackerfest. This specific Hackerfest for DigitalOcean is actually just them asking you to provide the specific um, what do you call this? Contribution to open source. So actually, if you can be able to contribute in any of this Git repositories, you will be able to win a T-shirt, something like that, or a recognition. But I think there's no specific price, just a T-shirt and recognition. Yeah, from October 1 to 31. And some other Hackerfest stuff for 2020. You can join the hackerfest.sk. But I think is this in Russian?
Wait, I didn't quite see it yet.
I think this is Russian.
Well, if it's symbols, then it must be.
It must be a Russian type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any particular information regarding cybersecurity for this month?
Friendly advice to everyone: stop using short passwords.
I think they should.
what? What else?
I think they should.
What else? Oh yeah, but this goes to about to everyone. Can you please stop being a victim of phishing? Seriously, I mean, no offense to other guys who isn't aware of this, but dude, please be aware of the sites that you're trying to visit, most especially if you received an email that is telling you that your account will be deactivated. You bought you have a recent purchase of this and that product. Please hover or put your cursor above the link that they want you to click or the button that they want you to click, and then you can see on the bottom left of your browser, you can see the URL that you will be redirected to. And if you don't see, for example, Metrobank, if you don't see the www.metrobank.com or whatever the legitimate website, don't click it. Or even if you see the bit.ly, is it .com, something like tiny URL or similar, just don't click it, okay? Don't click it. And if you ever clicked it and you're redirected to a login of that bank, don't log in. Seriously, don't log in, because you can simply Google search and then Google search your bank, and then yeah, you can tell the difference of the URL and its appearance,
Yeah.
because right now there are still a lot of people being baited into this phishing thing, you know?
Even in even the work that I have, there's actually courses that we're taking being implemented, I think, every after 3 months, reminding us about those phishing attacks, the different ways or the different engagement, like rushing things, like I've sent some report, click this now so that you can be able to see it, something like that. Well, yeah, phishing is most common ways to do an attack. You can avoid that, but yeah, most of those guys who really are not into the cybersecurity, they
Yep.
usually click those links or images sometimes. So it's actually most especially for those spam emails that would regard to specific bank, as you mentioned earlier, a Metro Bank, something like that.
Yeah.
There was actually news. I was actually checking for any news of data breaches for the Philippines. Philippine police nabbed 4 Nigerians for allegedly hacking, siphoning funds from a bank. But
Mm.
there's no specific bank that was listed. They were able to at least get 100 million were transferred and funneled into
Mhm.
different accounts. The chief said that it's a little bit complicated for international syndicate to do this as of this moment, but yeah, since they're taking advantage of the weak cybersecurity um, infrastructure of the Philippines, they were able to take advantage of that. There was also 2 million that was withdrawn. Oh wow,
2 million.
2 million. I think there was a limit for any withdrawal in an ATM. It says here that the other suspect is a Filipina girlfriend who was admitted to having and used her to deposit and withdraw account amounting to at least 2 million, supposedly for tuition. Blank ATMs, receipts were confiscated from the suspects. The Nigerians denied all of the allegations. So yeah, you really can't secure the infrastructure in Philippines since we're actually too late in this uh type of thing. So
Yeah. Oh, okay.
you're
So
actually
that's
too late.
why the past company that you work with was saying they're in the future. because their update is I don't know.
Yeah, about
Okay, seems.
five years, 5 years gap.
Yeah, totally. It's crazy.
All right. Well, actually, this is a shameless plug for me. You
Mm-hmm.
can go to adrianducal.github.io. You can be able to see there a specific Python backdoor that I've created named Goatsy. Please check it out for educational purposes only.
Of course. Of
Yep,
course.
yep,
I
yep.
mean, how do you demo something bad? But but wash your hands. Just say for educational purposes.
Yeah. I've also provided some Python. I mean, is it a Python? Yeah, I've written it in Python. It's um it's a proof of concept ransomware, so go check it out.
But guys, it's
Yeah.
for educational purposes. Okay.
For educational purposes only, you can definitely use it. The link for the code is up there, so yeah, you can check it out. Go check it out
Right now.
right now. All right, moving on. Online opportunities. So tell me more about
Yeah,
this.
online opportunities right now is very huge. From online courses to university chances. I'm gonna talk about that university chances
Ah,
because
sure.
it's fucking hilarious. But in my time during my this past company that fucked me up, it's like an open door. It's like all these courses is free. It's free. Every topic is free from even so a free course in Harvard from top universities, around the globe. They offer free courses. It's online. It's an online classroom or even self-paced. But about the colleges or the universities, that the reason I left is I applied to a lot of universities because you know me, I really applied to a lot of stuff, you know. So yeah, I did apply to a lot of colleges, and these colleges keeps on calling, that they want to interview me, they want to know me more, they want me to attend this webinar or that webinar, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll go check it out. Thank you for calling. Bye. And then whenever the webinar starts, I immediately ask these universities, is there a cybersecurity course in that? Okay, and then they confirm, and then I immediately ask, is there a scholarship for that? And if they say, oh, sorry, no, we don't offer 100% uh, scholarship. So I was like, okay, but they still continue the presentation, and I let them because they practiced for it. So
Yeah.
let them. But at the back of my mind, oh god, no, because there was this local university that was offering abroad abroad opportunities, and I saw their tuition. I mean, do you know how much is it
How much?
for the process? It has a fee from $15 to $125 USD.
Ooh, so
Processing. That's just the processing fee.
that's about 4,800 in
Yeah.
Philippines. Right. It's
And
quite a lot.
the tuition was 8,000 USD.
That's at least 387,851 something. Is it?
8,000 USD, bro.
It's oh no, it's actually just 387,851. So dividing that to semester divided by 4. Damn. That costs a lot.
Yeah, and then because I also asked this interviewer of mine, is there a scholarship? Oh, sorry. For the US schools, no. But for the Australian schools, yes, but they only offer up to 15%. And
15%.
yeah,
Small.
15%.
That's small.
And yeah, she was speaking like, no, she's just chill, but I was like panicking to my fucking core because I wanted free education. That's what I want.
The
Although there
bad
is still a lot.
the bad thing is, what if you said that you're going to reject it? They're going to offer you specific discount, but they've already enrolled you into that one. They already got your name, something like that, and they want you to pay.
No, I didn't give the go signal. What I said was, I'll think about it. Can you send me their brochure,
Yeah.
and I'll think about it. But as for other opportunities, yeah, there is still a lot of opportunities because Coursera actually approved one of my petitions to have one course for free, and they approved it. And I was like, oh shit, thank you.
I have a question. For
Yeah.
Coursera, do they actually test the competency of a specific course? Like, do you have a specific assessment after the discussions and the tutorials, or are they just going to provide a certificate of completion?
Well, that I don't know, but I think the certificate is for the course itself.
So it's just a certificate of completion, not a specific competitive certificate.
Yeah. I think it will just serve as your step.
Okay, cause I've been doing a lot of searches. Cause as you know, if you know my background, I wasn't able to finish the college stuff.
Yeah.
However, I was able to finish 2 years, and I'm actually looking to get an online course. But I have this moment that, do they even consider the certificates of completion in a real world job? Since here in the Philippines, they actually need papers in order for you to be able to enter a job. So the certificate of completion is just like saying that I've finished watching a movie, but without the assessment, you really can tell if I was able to understood those topics, or do I have the competency or the knowledge of doing that specific topic. Well, it's just a thought that I had regarding this online courses, but I think you can still use advantage for this, since you have that paper that you can be able to provide or present to back up your claim, and also you actually need to show the employer that you can code, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, based on what I've watched, I mean about the certificates and other certifications,
Mm-hmm.
uh, for other employers, they look into where you got the certificate because if they know the source, then yeah, they would consider. And for other employers, they would actually ask you about it. So sometimes it depends on how well you can defend your certificate,
Okay.
because yeah, some papers actually do matter most, as like in my resume or in my LinkedIn account. The certificates that I only put there are the ones that you can search through the net, or they provide you a link, because before adding a certificate in LinkedIn, you need to provide a link, your serial number. Yeah, the serial number in the link is actually enough to verify that it is a legitimate certificate.
Okay. Because I've also posted a certificate on LinkedIn I think I was able to post that because it's a certificate of Python. Python
Wait, are you
certificate.
joking me right now? You're in LinkedIn and you never told me.
I'm in LinkedIn. I've been always in LinkedIn.
You fucking cocksucker, why did you never told me, huh? And you never even searched me, did you?
I did. I did. All right,
And you
let's
didn't
check it
connect
out.
with me, you you cocksucker.
Let's check it out. Sign in.
This
Uh,
cocksucking. There, I added you.
Let me open up.
Wow, you both worked at Sector 1. Hooray!
Because I'm not actually using LinkedIn uh for the most part of my employment.
Oh my god, you really put the ethical hacker of Sector 1.
Yes. Where's the second one? Yeah. There's a certificate.
Oh nice, you finished the skills and endorsement. That's good. You can already apply to jobs here in LinkedIn, you know?
I think I should.
Because yeah, you should. You totally should.
Okay, I do
Yeah.
remember a guy, a businessman,
Oh
who
god.
wants to do some stuff regarding
Mm-hmm.
this. Some guy who wants to copy LinkedIn. Do you have a news
Oh
from him?
nah. I ignored his messages. He's just too much, you know.
Okay.
I'm done with those kinds of people.
Yeah. I think we can just ignore him and not talk about regarding that
No,
guy.
seriously, because to everyone watching this, please take care of your friends. Don't and when you call this person for your business, don't use personal shit. It's like this. Hey Duco, you work for me, but can you carry me on until to the top of the mountain? But I'll only give you 5% share. It's like that. Don't do that. You got that? You got that, viewers? Thank you.
Yeah. I think we should just bury that memory of his.
It's better to be poor than to kill everyone in your network. Okay, you got that? Huh? Huh? You got that? Don't chase money, guys. Don't chase money.
He's been chasing money. Uh, yeah. I think he also has luck regarding a business, but yeah.
Right? Because he's an idiot. Okay, he doesn't know how to strategize shit. If only he took care of every single one, then he would have a business. But he treats everyone like a piggy bank or like a moneymaker. So that what? That's what you get.
Yeah. But
But
does he have
guys,
the
if
skill
you
though?
nah, he's just an idiot.
Okay.
You know when he knows someone that knows someone with money, he will be like, hey, introduce me to that guy. Hey, come on, let's go. We'll be rich. Not true story. And yes, I'm already attacking you personally, and I'm selling you already because you're just too much, bro.
Yeah.
You already know. Yeah, because I have this connection with someone. I have this possible connection with someone who is of business, and like a super business. He's like a superhero already, that kind of level. And then he was like, you know, yeah, he was encouraging me to bring him to this guy. So I was like, what the fuck? You're using me.
So he's
That's
a master manipulator.
that sucks in manipulating.
That sucks in manipulating.
Sir Jeff can do better.
Oh my. That's sad.
Well, yeah. Kiss ass motherfucker. Anyways,
Anyways, let's
what?
should we move on to the next topic?
Yeah, we should. Why did that even become a topic? You know?
It's a side topic. Working from home. Is this my topic? I
Yeah,
think
that's
so.
yours.
Yeah.
That's yours.
Okay, so since the pandemic hit Manila and since the pandemic is actually widespread, or the COVID-19 is actually widespread as of this moment, working remote is actually one of the solution that everyone can see and had been doing. Working remote is actually quite fine. I actually quite enjoyed it, but there's an issue regarding it. It's called a cabin fever, if you know that. It's just
Okay.
the eagerness to go out. It's just the eagerness to go to places.
Yeah.
Yeah. For us developers and programmers out there, working home or working remote is just normal. For those gamers, it's just normal. But for
Yeah, true.
some, it's not. It's not, dude. There's actually quite an issue regarding this, because as you mentioned earlier, some of them is actually complaining regarding a mental issue. Yeah. So, do you have a specific working remote experience?
Well, there was supposed to be one, but you know, well, to be honest, before I even accepted my responsibility in my past employment, I had this one already pending, and it was already a good crap, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I Yahoo just considered one of their emails as a spam, which was very wrong
No. Hi.
because yeah, I mean we've been exchanging emails already, but why all of a sudden Yahoo considered it as a spam? But anyways, this responsibility is also a web development job.
Oh, that's nice.
15, yeah, it's already good pay, you know. They said they are willing to still hire me even though I don't know the framework. It was Code Igniter, but they were willing. That was supposed to be my remote job, but yeah, I didn't push through because I didn't see the offer letter. Yeah,
Okay.
there's no going back now.
Other thing regarding working remote, there's this mention, and I think I've also mentioned this to some of my colleagues in work. The working remote has its limits, and you're eventually going to reach burnout, because staying at home for quite a long time is not good. Um, if you're going to take a look at my current job, I do sit 8 hours a day. I tend to go to a restroom, take a bath, or buy food, but as of this moment, I think I've been sitting steadily for almost a day.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not actually a good stress levels. I think it's manageable, but it's just the cabin fever that we actually need to address. Some say that they have panic attacks. I think it's about claustrophobic um experience, something like that. Maybe if they're living in a small apartment or a small
Yeah.
room, I think it's quite um considerate for that matter. Yeah, but it's actually October. Are we still updated regarding the coronavirus or not?
Well, here in Baguio, it was shocking actually. Plus 62 active cases in just one day or 1 week.
Yeah,
It's still at large here in the Philippines, but not as large as before. So I guess that's good.
maybe it's good. Weekly cases. I've gone to the website of DOH, the Department of Health here in the Philippines. Weekly cases by date is actually growing, but it's actually having a downslide as of October 1st. So I think that's good. Cases. Highest one, Metro Manila.
Of
Over
course.
168,173 cases. Provinces, I think Baguio is not listed. For
Yeah.
yeah, I think you're good.
But yeah, of course, it is of expectation of the Manila that they would have the highest cases because it's Manila.
Yeah, we
It's
still have a lot of people roaming around and not observing the protocols. That's the reason why.
hmm.
So, what are your thoughts regarding working remote? Should we still do a full um, working remote or a work from home type of thing, or should we go back to the offices, something like that?
Well, working from home for me is just okay, but I think it would be okay also to work at home then work at office. I'm not really sure actually. Well, it's like this. If you're a person that really hates other people and don't wants their BS because it might be that you can control your temper and you might kill them when you see them, work from home is really an option. In addition, if you have responsibilities at home or you need a girlfriend to suck your dick while you're working, or you have a baby to take care to, or what else, but just errands at home that you need to attend to,
Yeah,
then yeah, working from home is totally okay. But working at the office is also okay because you get to see a lot of people. Some of them you hate, some of them you love, of course. And socializing, yeah, it's actually important to socialize also. From my experience, um, I did go a bit crazy because I'm starting to talk to myself. Well, not to the extent that I'm like Mr. Robot or Elliot. What's his last name? Elliot Giles.
uh,
Giles. I don't know.
Mr. Robot.
Yeah, the Elliot. That kind of craziness is, yeah. I never reached that shit. But yeah, socializing and better communication when you're at the office,
Yeah,
and then fast responsiveness. Yeah, totally better communication. And yeah, that's the advantage of working at the office. New environment, socialization, and what else? What did I mention? Better communication.
yeah, better communication. Yeah, for an ambivert like me, because introvert is actually okay with this. situation, extrovert?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Um, for ambivert like me, I always tend to, or I love mingling with people. I love talking and communicating with people, but I always tend to be with myself because after work, I would really love to be on my own and not talk about work, something like that. So yeah, it's a plus plus. It's a bonus.
Yeah. Well, how do you say this? I think I prefer really work at the office. Well, hmm. I really prefer work at the office because most especially when you work in an IT, you work in a team, you don't work alone.
Yeah,
And whenever you need help, you may be a trainee or you may be a hidden trainee, like you're in a very professional, but you're just a trainee, like what happened last time to me. But working at the office will really help you a lot instead of working remotely. Well, that depends if you're already old, and you're like the super professional, like no one can beat you at your game. You're the main crap of the company. You're the asset. Yeah, work from home can really be an option if that's the case.
yeah. And for my principle regarding work and office and personal life, I think I would rather to separate my work place to my you know home or house because
Yeah,
it's much better off have a separate place on working because you really need to focus on work if you're talking about
yeah,
work. And if you're out of work, for example, your shift is done or your project is done, you can just think about your personal stuff and not be worried about any work stuff. So yeah, I think we really need to separate those things out. As you can see here at my back, there's a two monitors. So yeah, I'm currently working from home. It's good. I have nothing to complain about. They also provided my internet connection, so it's a plus.
yeah. But I don't know with you, but when I'm at home and then I want to study, because yeah, sometimes I'm really serious into studying, but when you do alt tab and then oh shit, there's my game.
Oh yeah, it's actually an issue for me because since this I'm currently working from home, my bed is back there. Um,
Hmm.
During shift time, if I wasn't able to get enough of sleep, I'm having trouble. I'm actually dozing off, but I do have a secret technique on how to stay up all night. Just drink 6 cup of coffee, and you're good.
And possibly die earlier.
Yeah, and possibly die earlier due to the circulatory disease and such stuff, heart disease,
Yeah.
diabetes, or just die. All right. I think that's it for the working remote topic that we
Yeah.
have. Moving on to the next topic, workouts.
Oh, workouts. Well, workouts is really good. Take it from me. Well, I'm not really sure if this actually applies to everyone who is trying to gain more knowledge, studying. But having a workout or a physical activity while you're doing your mental stuff actually do help you. Well, as Sir Jeff always say, run first thing in the morning and then have some tea and then run again and then study because that would boost your adrenaline. I'm not saying that he's correct, but fuck him. All I'm saying is from my experience, when I think it was a third year college, it was a devious. It was the most devious part of of my college, because there was one major that will really put you down, and it did put me with that one time, but I suck it. I mean, I I put my fist up his ass and it worked. I mean, not literally, okay, guys, but I had a good body before third year. Like not that not that fit, but I did have a body. You know, like good chest, good, just a good body, a fit body. But third year came, and then I really had to sacrifice my gym time, to focus everything in that studying part, just to finish the project. It was devious. The sacrifice was not worth it, guys, because my tummy, it's like I'm pregnated by some guy or
Fuck.
seriously, because I had the chest, and then my tummy was like, it was like, there's a fucking child in my tummy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, getting that body back and the same power that I had before, physical power and training, it it was so hard to get back to that shape. But right now that I know this stuff and that stuff, and then just a little familiarization, and I can get the hand of it, that's already enough. And if you did reach that limit, that you're in the professional level, that just a little review and then you can get it. Guys, I advise you to resume your workout, because working out while studying will really help de-stress. And yeah, for me, it's de-stressing, just letting all up the stress,
Yeah.
punching the bag, and then making your fist bleed. I mean, masturbating doesn't even work. Seriously speaking, it just drains your fucking body. It's just a waste of time sometimes, but if you feel horny, then just wank it off. But seriously, guys, do your workout, some cardio workout, not some strength, not pure strength, but do some cardio workout while studying or after work. Even though you are very tired after work, do some workout. It will help you a lot. Don't masturbate.
Well, you
I mean,
can,
do masturbate.
but
Do masturbate. Invest more in workout than masturbate. Okay.
well, I can agree to that. Not the masturbation part, but actually, if you're going to take a look at the current job that I have, so I'm sitting at least 8 hours per day.
Yeah.
Depending on the break time or lunch time, it's actually quite a drag sitting down for a long period of time. So I mean, a simple workout like push up, just the basic movements like push up, a
Yeah.
little bit of squats. I actually use this chair that I'm sitting right now as makeshift dumbbell, because it's a little bit heavy, so I can do some curls and such stuff, and walking, actually, an aerobic exercise. It's actually quite helpful because it might, I think it will clear your mind regarding the exercise that you're doing, because the blood is actually, I think if you're going to take a look or research about it, depending on the exercise that you're doing, you're consuming a lot of air or oxygen, and the more oxygen, the better for the brain. So, yeah,
Yeah.
a better blood circulation for your brain is a little bit better than just having a stale blood flowing on your
Yeah.
veins. So, yeah, I think, yeah, a hard workout, a simple workout will do depending on the situation that you're in. So, yeah, I can
Yeah.
agree to that.
Well, because if you're all brain, no offense to the guys that really does all brain, okay, but it's just a perspective of mine because I did experience it. If you're all brain, then you'll just live boring.
Yeah.
You'll grow serious as. fuck, which yeah, it did happen to me during my third years because in my school, group mates are useless. Okay, you do shit on your own.
Yeah, you gotta
you
work on
do
your own.
you do shit. You do your document on your own. You create the front end on your own. You make the whole system on your own, and then yeah, be receive a the most punishment from my instructor because he will say, "What kind of shit is this?" And then
Ooh.
yes, for the debugging part, you're on your own.
Yeah.
And then yeah, they'll fight you because you'll give them a low evaluation score. So everything in school or everything about learning is mental. It's all mental. So if you don't have anything to de-stress except those depressing activities, I don't need to mention those depressing activities, guys. If you don't have anything to distress this, then you're just gonna destroy your mentality. Like literally, you'll just destroy your health, mental health,
Yeah.
also your physical health. That's why I encourage each and every one of you trying to learn some new shits every day to please work out. Yeah, you can do home workouts. Seriously, you can do home workouts, and you don't even need to reason that. Well, I don't have any space. Even
Yeah.
your bed, the space where you sleep, you can do the workout in that very tight space. Why you can fuck a tight pussy, but you can do a tight space workout?
Yeah.
Come on, get the fuck out of here. Enough reasons. Seriously.
Just remember to cover it up. Use a cover.
Yeah, I mean, remove the
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
The awkward silence, bro.
analogy says it all. You know
Yeah.
what? It's like what they said. If you can explain it to a 5-year-old, then you don't get it. Okay.
Yeah.
But seriously, guys, do workout. Imagine
Um.
this. Yeah.
During the height of the pandemic last March, I think, or April, uh, the guys that were living next door actually built an improvised dumbbell and a barbell. So I
Oh,
was
really?
able to
It's,
utilize that. They actually
yeah.
used a water jug and a metal bar, so it's
Mm,
good. It's good. Was able to do some curls using that. I think I was able to at least buffed up at that time, but since they were able to dismantle it, I think last July, I wasn't able to work out that much.
mm,
And from the stress of the work, yeah, it's
yeah.
good. But I'm still doing at least push-ups and squats, so I think we're good.
Mm. Oh yeah. Another is, guys. I don't hate those peoples that don't work out, but what I'm saying is, you may be fat, you may be thin, you may be malnourished, you may be what they call the opposite, overnourished.
Overnourished.
The
Yeah,
the
the
obese people.
the overweight stuff.
Yeah, because doesn't it cause you health factors when you're obese? Same thing when you are underweight. I mean, there's a se- there's a health factor to it, right?
Yeah, there is.
That's why I'm encouraging everybody to do a workout. Investing in a workout will really pay off.
Yeah, you can say a workout. Um, However, if you're doing chores at home, for example, cleaning the room, something like that, that's basically an aerobic workout since you're moving, right?
Yeah.
But you're not actually exerting much effort. But you can still consider it as a type of thing, workout.
Well, do some more movements while you're while you're cleaning, bro.
Yeah. Do
Yeah,
some exaggeration, something like a sudden squats.
yeah. No, no. When you're what do you call this? Wiping, swiping.
Yeah.
What's the English of walis? Nagwawalis ng floor.
Swapping the floor,
Nah. Is it?
brooming.
Nah, it just when you're cleaning your house using the broom, yeah, do some explosive push-ups and then then that's one broom.
Yeah. There was this
Yeah.
time in Baguio. I really quite enjoyed the exercise because you know, at the time in college we're actually doing jogging or night jog. It's actually quite
Yeah.
good. I
Yeah.
miss those days. I really can't I can do some jogging here in Manila, but I'm actually
Nah, don't.
um, the we actually have a fresh air here in Manila, so yeah, it's the cleanest air that I can breathe. So
Yeah, no shit.
yeah, no shit.
When I was back in Manila, you really have to take a bath twice a day.
At
When
least
you wake up and before you go to sleep. Because after your day, your skin is like it's the most stickiest stuff besides besides an ube jam that dried. Ube jam. Strawberry jam
strawberry jam. Yeah,
that stick to your skin. Seriously, it's so sticky. And I'm not even comfortable to sleep. And
yeah.
you're so oily. So you really have to take a bath before going to sleep.
At least 3 to 5 minutes of shower is good. Yeah,
Yeah. Nah, I don't shower. I just really take a bath with soap because ugh.
yeah. You really can't just ignore the oiliness of your
Mm,
skin. You really need
yeah.
to clean it off.
Yeah. Well, as for the air, I
It's
never
clean.
I never
It's
yeah,
clean.
right. Yeah, right. I can't even breathe. I had some hard time breathing. I didn't even risk to jog there because of the 100K plus cases of active cases, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Back then, the area where you stayed is actually one of the highest, or had the highest case of COVID-19.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because that's why in the apartment where I lived, I only did the home workouts. And
Yeah.
did you know that every after these workouts, I had I think I had rashes. You know why? Because I got this skin asthma that whenever this dust is really, like really got into my skin, like if it was severe, the dust was severe already.
Yeah. I think I
My
have
skin
that
asthma
too.
triggers.
I think I had that too.
Yeah.
While doing push-up.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think I've experienced that one.
Yeah. I mean, I hated the house because basically I was like, do you guys even know how to clean? When I slept my bed, it was like full of dust. What the fuck is this, boys?
Yeah. Are you actually living back then with a roommate or just a solo room?
For 1 month, I had roommates, but for the other month, I had the room solo because they moved to another room.
Oh, okay.
It was the dustiest. place on earth that I have ever been to. I sleep on dust.
You
What the
actually need to do some general cleaning at that time.
Nah, I didn't do it because that would be so kind of me.
Lol.
Yeah. But seriously guys, do some workouts.
You really have to. At this time of year, please don't let your cardio worn out.
Mhm.
As I've mentioned earlier, a simple walk in the morning is actually quite good. A simple squats and push up is quite good. Because
Yeah.
you'll never know if the pandemic will mutate and become a zombie apocalypse. Which I'm actually waiting for, but
Well, yeah,
yeah.
about zombie apocalypse. Yeah. But I don't know if I said it clearly a while back.
Hmm.
But just to be clear, guys, I didn't mean to offend anyone. I because working out while studying will really help you.
Yeah.
That's my main point. Okay, that's my main point. Working out will help your mentality also. Okay, no offense, no offense.
Because actually, when we're doing gyms back then, if you're going to
Yeah.
make a research, this is actually based on scientific research that if you're going to work out, your brain actually releases dopamine, which is like a happy chemical.
Mm,
So
yeah,
it does make you happy in some way and fulfill. So
totally.
what's what's the point of not working out, right?
Yeah.
A simple shadow boxing will do for the cardio. If you want to whack off, then go ahead. That's a cardio too. Remember to work out, guys. A simple reminder.
Well, yeah, I just also want to clear out this to every and single one of you motherfuckers. What do you call that shit? The that okay. Taking pre-workouts doesn't exactly mean that you're no longer natural, okay?
Yeah.
I had too many to count arguments about. I had too many arguments about that shit because when I was taking, amino acid in front of them, they were like, "Oh, you're no longer natural. Shut the fuck up. You're eating banana in front of me. What do you call that, huh?"
And amino acid is actually found on eggs. So if you're eating eggs, you're not natural? What are you, vegan?
So you're not eating food, basically.
Yeah,
So
you're not.
you're so natural that you're not eating food, bitch.
You just die. Just die.
Yeah, and then when you debate with them, they're like, "Yeah, no, no, no.
Yeah.
You have a smaller body. Don't talk to me.
You
Don't come to me."
actually need to have and read its basic principle. You actually need to have a balance, proportion on your mind and body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Depending on the situation, though, because you can't have a big body if you don't have a lot of food to eat. So that depends. It depends.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So I think we've already ran down to the list of topics that we have.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's about it.
So do we have any shameless plug that we want to do before we're going to end this live stream or video? Like follow on Twitter,
Oh,
Instagram, something like that, or any
yeah.
products that you want to uh, provide or show.
Well, well, please do follow us on follow. Yeah, I think Twitch uses follow, so please do follow us on Twitch. The you can already see the fucking channel, and you can already see the follow button. Just click on follow. Leave oh no, no, we don't. They don't have a like button, so we only do follow in Twitch. We also have a Facebook page. You will see it in the description below, and also the YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, share, and mostly donate.
Yeah, we actually need that to upgrade the
Yeah.
quality of this podcast, and also so that we can be able to make a better content.
Yes, and so we can retire our fucking jobs. Joke.
Would you like to for the next podcast? Would you like to switch and broadcast a game? Perhaps we can play some game
Yeah, sure.
like
Sure.
PUBG.
Sure, that would be a great idea.
All right.
Oh yeah. For the rest, that also who would like to join us, or have a chat, just just send us a message and then we'll get to you, bro.
Yeah. We actually have a business too. That'll be our point. You can visit the website ourpointsolution.com.
It's
Uh,
legal.
it's legal. We actually are registered here in the Philippines. It's actually
Shout out,
legal.
Sakor.
Yeah, shout out Secor. You can contact us or order. We actually, as of this moment, we actually don't have any specific products that is posted yet, but you can be able to contact us for any website or web apps that you want to develop. If you have a specific website for your business that you want to be
Yeah.
developed, you can also follow us on Facebook. The name is facebook.com/Mumble Bubble Podcast, which is we're going to rename next month because it's actually a bumble, not a bubble. I'm sorry. It's a human mistake that
Bubble.
happens every time. You can
Wait,
follow
you-
me on Instagram. That will be Ian_Ducal. You can also follow me on Twitter, Adrian Ducal. You can visit my YouTube. That will be AMAC Tech Tips, but you can just search Adrian Ducal on YouTube and you will be able to find me. How about you? Are you going to plug your YouTube channels and Instagram?
I think I should have to. You can report my YouTube channel. Just search CJ_com, because you can report it and reason it as posting boring contents that seriously, it's the most boring stuff you can see in YouTube. Besides, I don't want to, and I don't wanna add to that. But yeah, you can report it for being too boring, or you can subscribe to my channel for being too boring. You can follow me on IG, which is it's just the same as Clever Gene Command. I didn't include the Moises. And on Facebook, don't nah. On Facebook, yeah, it's also the same name. But you can report my other profile because I have two profiles. I forgot my other profile. I created it when I was a kid. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
For my Twitter, I don't usually do Twitter. I just do Twitter too. Anyways, never
Yeah.
mind.
I actually tweeted something regarding a bank
Mm-hmm.
since they have a 4-day technical issue regarding their system and website. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So I
All right.
guess that's about it for our podcast.
So are we going to end the live stream with the logo and music?
Yeah, I think the video will do as our outro.
Yeah, that would be the outro.
Okay.
All right.
So, thank you, and please do watch again next Sunday, 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Is that our main schedule? Okay,
Yeah, we're going
8 p.m.
to do 8 p.m. now since we actually need to time this, right? So yeah.
Okay. So that's it, guys. 8 p.m. Sundays, PH time, GMT plus 8. And thank you for watching Mumble Bubble.
All right, guys. Peace out.
Bye.
Welcome to Mumble Bubble Podcast. We stream every Sunday.
So wala na rin narinig sa akin.